I'm dressed in all black. Got a funeral today. Don't Not really happy about that, but I'm happy to see the people that I'll be seeing. Funerals, births, and funerals and weddings bring family together. Um, but that brings us to what I was thinking about. As I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about what I was thinking about, our lives are a gift, and the gifts are truly gifts to the world. And this is about really just putting what we're talking about the last 2 days, putting our passions and our values to work for us. When we put those things to work, we have our gifts. We're utilizing our gifts to make the world a better place. Okay, so let's talk about that. I wrote down gifts are gifts, and they're a hope and a light to make the world a better day. They're to make a better day for someone else. We're not using our gifts and our talents to really serve ourselves. I mean, you can, but that's not what it was designed to do. We use our gifts and our talents for the benefit of others, and that's servant mentality, a servant being a servant, and allowing God to use you to influence others. I was talking with one of my brothers yesterday, and we really had a really deep discussion, really good time talking, and we were just saying how, I was just telling him how using our gifts and our talents is really allowing us for our lights to shine in this world, into our family, into our circle of influence, and nobody can be you. God has designed you to be where you are, who you are, and how you do things to reach those that you are placed in. Like I say, you're placed where you are. You're not there by mistake. Nothing's by mistake. It's all by design. So when we start to live our lives to the fullest, we use those gifts and the talents to make a difference. Now, our passions are the things that we love and we're good at, and we make that our passions to change the world. And our values are those things that we love and how we view things, how we view the world, and it keeps us from going off the deep end, right? It keeps us from using our gifts and our passions to just serve us and us only, because you very well could do that. But since we're using our gifts and our passions and our values, we start to live life to the fullest. That meaning, let's reverse engineer this thing. Now, what we try to do, usually, most of us will try to live our lives the way we think we should, according to what we've heard and what we've read about, what other people do, and what people say. Now, my son is on right now, hey, and if he lives out his life the way I tell him to do it, then he's gonna miss out on who he's supposed to be. I might be happy he's doing whatever I'm telling him to do, but God designed him in a way to reach certain people, to have certain friends, to like certain things, and to let his light shine. If I'm telling him what that is, he's serving his earthly father and not his heavenly father. He's living his life for me and not for him. And since God has designed him to be a certain way, more than saying, since God has designed him to be a certain way, then if he's living his life the way I tell him to, he's not the person that God placed on the earth to be. So that means there's a vacuum there, there's a void there, there's a person missing. And there's a person somewhere else running around being who they're not supposed to be. They're just serving somebody else. So we got to use our gifts and our talents to serve in that position and to live that life, to let the ikigai flow through us to where our hands and our feet and our mouths and our minds are doing the things that glorify God. And we do that by living our lives to the fullest. We live our lives to the fullest by doing the thing. You can't just say, I like this and I like that, and turn around and say because somebody told you, well, I don't think you should do that. I don't like it at all. So you can't turn around and just stop it, because God has designed you to do that. Now, if it's going against God, yeah, people are going to keep popping up saying you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing that. They're going to give you warnings now. But if you really feel that you're trying your best and you're living your godly life the way you think you should, it doesn't matter what anybody else says, because your light is shining where your light is supposed to be. Okay? It doesn't matter what I tell him. You know, I might be disappointed for a minute, but as long as God has his hand on everything that he does, he's going to let his light shine, and his light shining will also glorify God at the same time. And that's what it's all about. When you're living your life to the fullest, you're going to be touching others, because you're going to be doing your passions, using your gifts, and those will always have your values placed right in there. Okay? So what I want you to do is to really look at your gifts and just use them every day. If God had said, you know what, I'm going to let you play the piano. Play the piano. And even if your piano playing is, as long as you doing it with the mindset of, hey, I'm enjoying this, and this is my gift, my passion. The passion is going to cause you to enjoy it and want you to get greater at it. And the more you do it, the more you'll affect or influence others, and your light will shine even brighter. So that's what I want you to do today. Figure those things out. Talk with God. Commune with him. Even the gardener has his hand in the earth, and we're looking at him like, man, that's dirty. I do not want that. But he's communing with God. His mind is in the place where he's at peace. He's living his life, and God is living his life through him. I mean, God is like directing his path, and everything that we put our hands to, when we put it in his hands, it's gonna accomplish great things. So that being said, you have a great day today, and fist bump. Ready? Boom!